Bruh. Yo, this is crazy. Hey, I don't know, bruh. Look here. Brooklyn just took over the league. Brooklyn, I feel like just took over everybody. It's some people that having negative comments about the trade saying, how's it gonna work? How is they gonna man, fuck out of here, bro. Dog. Brooklyn just hit a lick. You hear me? Bro, that's highway robbery. They just robbed the league. Like, they just really robbed the East. Like, the East is over with. If everybody's playing, if everybody's healthy, no COVID, Kyrie, if everybody's on the court, it's a wrap. It's over with. Like, basically, for everybody who don't know, James Harden just got traded to the Brooklyn Nets in a four-way trade that included the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Houston Rockets, and the Indiana Pacers. I'm gonna read y'all the details of and who all got what. So Brooklyn Nets just get James Harden. Houston Rockets get Victor Oladipo, Dante Exum, Radion Caruks, 3 first-round picks from the Nets, a first-round pick from the Bucks, and 4 first-round swaps from Brooklyn. So in all, they got 4 first-round picks, 4 swaps, and 4 first-round swaps, and 3 players. One of those players, including Victor Oladipo. I like the trade because it was like James Harden kind of forced it hand at the end of the day. It was like you got to trade him at the end of the day, and you get back a Victor Oladipo who's a two-way player. You team him up with John Wall, Christian Wood, DeMarcus Cousins, PJ Tucker, still got Eric Gordon, Big McLemore. You got pieces to still be like a pain in the ass in the West. You ain't finna come out the West, but you can knock somebody off that's supposed to be there that we might look at as like, damn, like they knocked off a top dog. They can knock outside of LA. They can get with the Clippers, I feel like. They can get with them. I'm not going to when you got Way off P on the team and you can't really depend on him, they still don't got a point guard. I mean, you can cause some problems in the West. They can get with anybody in the West. With John Wall, Oladipo. Hey, I like the trade. And then at the end of the day, so you can still be competitive in the West. On top of you got the future. You got 4 first-round picks in the next 4 years. And you got 4 first-round swaps. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that at the end of the day. So I feel like that's a dub for them. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the other teams. Indiana gets Caris LeVert and second-round pick. So you basically traded Victor Oladipo for Caris, and you got back Caris LeVert and a second-round pick. I feel like that's a dub. Mainly because Caris is a bucket. You got a two-way player in Brogdon. Caris showing a lot of improvement, a lot of development, a lot of he's coming into his own and becoming like a little star in the league. And you giving away an Oladipo that's a contract, so you giving away you let up a lot of cap space in that regard. On top of Oladipo was a guy who was working his way back. He's just now getting his legs up under him. But now you give away that money. So you got more cap space to play with in the offseason, and you get back you know what I'm saying? That's a proven star, upcoming star in this league in Caris LeVert. And then you get a second-round pick who you might be able to nail it. So, hey. And the Cavs, they get Jared Allen and Tanya. Now, what did the Cavs give up? So, the Cavs, I'm guessing they gave up Dante Exum. So the Cavs, it looked like they only gave up Dante Exum and got back Jared Allen and Tanya. So they just robbed it. They just basically just put their hat in and it was like, hey, fuck it, we'll take Jared Allen. Like, that's a dub for the Cavs. The Cavs didn't give up no picks, no swaps, nothing. They ain't give up nothing. Just Dante Exum, who wasn't playing anyways, and you get back a center, a young center at that, a young rim protector, and a Tanya Prince, proven vet in the league. So I feel like everybody won in this trade. I feel like this is a good-ass deal. Everybody kind of won in this deal, to me. Only thing with the Cavs is I feel like they ate up more cap space. That's the only thing you can, and they still not going to be that competitive. They're not going to come out the East per se. They're just battling to make the playoffs. But I mean, I feel like it's a dub at the end of the day. You give Dante Exum and you got back Jared Allen and Taurean Prince. I mean, that's a dub. Everybody's a dub, but I'm going to focus on the Brooklyn Nets. You're not going to fucking tell me that this is a bad deal for Brooklyn. All Brooklyn gave up. Let's go back. Let's go back. At the beginning of the season, it was Harden already won it out. So at the beginning of the season, it was like, okay, he's either going to go to Philly and they're going to give up Ben Simmons and some other stuff, or he's going to go to Brooklyn and they're going to either give up Kyrie and some other stuff, or they're going to give up Jared Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, Caris LeVert. Now that Spencer Dinwiddie got hurt, they couldn't include him in the trade. So now it's like, okay, we're not going to give you Kyrie. We know you have to trade James Harden because he don't want to be with y'all. So it's either going to be Caris LeVert and Jared Allen or fuck it. But, I mean, look, bro. Look. At the end of the day, all they gave up was Caris LeVert and Jared Allen, Taurean Prince, and 4 first-round picks. It wasn't going to be nothing anyways. It was probably going to be picks from 24 to 30. Not saying it's not like the NFL. Late first-round picks in the NFL, that's valuable because this guy's in the league who blossom in the second round, third round, fourth round. There's a lot of players, a lot of talent, a lot more positions to depend on it. At the end of the day, in basketball, you got 5 positions on the court. So you got 5 players on the court, each team. So the likelihood of you hitting on a 24, that's like pulling a needle out of a haystack. I'm not saying it can't happen. It's guys in the league that was undrafted, second round, late first round. It can happen, but that's going to be on how good is our scouting department. How good really is our scouting department? Because if I'm the GM of Houston, I'm investing a lot of resources in my scouting department, making sure I know all the players in the draft, know who could be a steal in the draft, who could fall in the draft, who I could possibly trade up for and make a move on, because I got the picks, I got the leverage to do it. So, yeah, but at the end of the day, Brooklyn, once Spencer Dinwiddie went down, they had a decision. It was like, okay, we was going to stay pat and not even trade with James Harden and just see where we get with this team because they was deep. They was one of the deepest teams in the league. You see it like first game of the season, they blew out the Warriors. So it was just like, it was just a complete blowout. And bro, when he got hurt, it just changed everything because now they're not that deep no more. They still got pieces to make a push in the East, but it's not like, okay, now Dinwiddie's out now. So now we're down to Kyrie, KD, Caris LeVert, Jared Allen, DJ, Joe Harris. Let's make a move. You go out and you get Harden, and all you have to do is give up Caris LeVert. So you're basically comparing Caris LeVert you're basically comparing James Harden to Caris LeVert and Jared Allen. Jared Allen is a big L, but it's easier to find a shot blocker in free agency than it is to find a James Harden in free agency. That's what people don't understand that don't really know the league like that. At the end of the day, you need stars to win championships. You're not going to win. You can have these pieces and everything else. At the end of the day, if you just have a whole bunch of pieces, you're going to be the Nuggets. You're going to be a team that you can make a run every now and then, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to fall short because you just don't have those guys yet. You don't really have you see the potential, you see the pieces, you have a lot of bright spots, but you don't have those guys yet. People who win the ring outside of the Raptors, and the Raptors had a pretty good team coming out the East. I just feel like they should have won. Honest, if the Warriors was at full sprint, we all know what would happen. They would have probably swept them, to be honest. But I'm just saying, like, look at all the teams in the past, let's say, like, 10 years that won a championship. They had stars on their team. Bron, D-Wade, TD, Kawhi, Steph Curry, KD. You gotta have stars to win a championship. Now, at the end of the day, the Nets realize that okay, we got James Harden, we got Kyrie, we got KD, we got the stars. We have some role players still. You have DJ. He was a shot blocker at one point in time, and he's a great rebounder still. Even as a base, still a great rebounder. So he's gonna and rebounders are crucial, especially in the playoffs, because that's what ends possessions. You need a guy that can get up his it's nothing, it's no bad feeling. It's you don't feel nothing just knocks the wind out of you, boy. When you just like lock down on defense, have a great defensive possession, and you let an offensive rebound go. Someone get an offensive rebound. It's like, damn. Like that just sucks the life out the team sometimes, especially like a crucial moment. You need to get rebounds. Keeping DJ was crucial. Okay, you still have Joe Harris. You still got a knockdown shooter over there. You still got some guys. You still got some pieces. Bruce Brown, I've been paying attention to him on the past couple of games that he had to step up because Kyrie's absence. Bruce Brown can play defense, and he plays hard. He plays hard as hell. So you got a dog that look like a Bruce Brown still. You have Kyrie. You have the guys. I feel like this team is going to easily walk through the East. Because if you look at put them with any other team in the East. Okay, let's go. Let's start off with Milwaukee. Giannis, KD, that's like a toss-up. Whoever you want. I'm taking KD, but that's like a toss-up. Okay, now let's go. Drew Holiday, Harden, I'm taking Harden. Kyrie, Middleton, I'm taking Kyrie. At the end of the day, that's what it's gonna come down to. Okay, let's go Miami. KD, Jimmy, taking KD. Harden, Bam, I'm taking Harden. Kyrie, Tyler Hero, I'm taking Kyrie. I mean, that's what's gonna come down to every single matchup. I can give it to you. They're gonna walk through the East. It's going to be whether they're going to win the ring this year or next year. Because this year, they got to do without Dinwiddie. Next year, they get Dinwiddie back. So that's another guy that's going to add to your bench, that's going to add to your depth to put with Joe Harris and DJ. I mean, they finna look. And people want to talk about the defense. All those players, to their credit, they're not locked down defenders. But to their credit, they have showed that they can play defense when the opportunity presents itself. Harden showed last year in the playoffs that people was killing him. That he don't play defense. Giannis even made I only want people on my team that play defense and stuff like that about the All-Star game and everything else. Making smart little comments. People on social media clearing hard because he'll never play no defense. He locked down and he played some defense. He really played defense in the playoffs. Kyrie. He had moments where he played defense in the past, especially guarding Steph in the past and taking on Westbrook in the past. I mean, he played defense. He played defense as well in the past. Now, it's not all game, but in crucial moments, in spots where you need stops, he plays defense. KD showed that he can play defense on teams if he's surrounded by a supporting cast. If it's not like, it's harder to play. People don't understand if you have to score like 30, 40 points just for your team to be in the game, just for your team to be competitive. You're not going to score 30, 40 points and lock down for a full game the best player on the opposite team. You're not going to do that. There's nobody on this show that goes to the gym and just get buckets and lock down a man the whole game. Like, especially if they have to carry. I mean, you're going to need to take some plays off sometimes. You're going to need to take some possessions off, especially when you're carrying a load like that. Now that they don't have to carry that big of a load, I feel like they're going to be able to play defense. I'm not going to sit here and say they're going to be the top defensive team in the league per se. They're not going to be that, but they're not going to be a walk in the park either. I feel like you're going to have to beat the Brooklyn Nets. It's not going to be like, they got a whole bunch of scorers, but we're going to easily just get layups on them, and we're going to get a whole bunch of open shots on them and stuff. I don't think it's going to be like that. I feel like this is going to be, you're going to have to beat Brooklyn. You want to beat Brooklyn, you're going to have to beat Brooklyn. Especially when you got KD there, you have Harden there, you have Kyrie there. I don't feel like they're just going to just walk over, just let you beat them, like, we good on offense, but we can't guard for shit. That's not going to be the case, bro. They're going to be straight. They're going to come out the East. I'm calling it right now, barring no COVID, no injuries. If them three guys on the court, if KD, Harden, and Kyrie is on the court, it's over. It's a wrap. You can book it. Like, I put money on it. Put your savings account on. Put everything on it. Put your stocks investment on. Put everything on it, bro. Throw everything. Push all the chips to the center of the table. They coming out the East. I guarantee you they coming out the East. Ain't no way in hell. Now, the big X factor is going to be if Kyrie can swallow that pill. Because Kyrie going to be that third option. That's just how it is. I mean, KD first option, then it's going to be Harden, then it's going to be Kyrie. I'm telling you right now, Kyrie is going to have to just sacrifice. He's going to have to sacrifice. Somebody's going to have to sacrifice on the team. It's going to have to be Kyrie. I don't even know if you can even trust Kyrie to do that, honestly. Honestly, I just don't know. I don't even know if you can even. The only thing that I can say that can possibly save it is if KD was to sacrifice a little bit. Now, hear me out. I'm not saying, but do like LeBron. How LeBron basically gives moment. Basically, when LeBron played with Kyrie, he gave Kyrie his moments to shine, his moments to bring the ball to the court, his moments to go ISO, moments to make it all about him. But in the crucial moments, we know who the ball going to. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he let Kyrie take the last shot. You just got to stop. But at the end of the day, when you look at the full game, you be like, damn, LeBron dominated though. Still, even deferring a little bit, you still just see his impact on the game with the chase down blocks, the great passes, the defense, the effortless scoring. I mean, everything. I feel like if KD was to do that, this would be a dynasty like no other, honestly. Because when you have two guys like a head case like Kyrie and a guy like Harden, who, you know, now at one point when he first played with Harden, it was like, okay, I'll come off the bench, I'll be 6 man, whatever. Now Harden feel like he the man. Now Harden feel like he top 5 in the league. So it's like KD, you established. It's like I feel like everybody knows. Nobody has to say it. When you walk in the room, you the best player in the NBA outside of LeBron. There's no, it ain't even a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he's going to have a LeBron type of impact on this team for this team to be successful. So if he can do that, hey, it's lit. It's lit in Brooklyn. I'm telling you that right now. It is lit. They finna come out the East, book it. Hey, telling you right now, man. Hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Hey, I'm your boy Torn. Appreciate y'all for watching. Let's get it.